Oh, man, what a game it was up in Madison Square Garden. Flyers lose in a shootout. Sam Harrison was the story for me. He was horrible. Could not stop nothing in the shootout, could not stop nothing in the third period. I said it Thursday. I'll say it again. He needs to be sent down. He is god awful. The Flyers should have won this game 4-1. And no doubt about it. I'm saying it now. They should have won this game 4-1. He gave up 3 goals that were they were stoppable. That's all there is to it. If your team puts up 4 goals in a game, you should win this game. Plain and simple. And he needs to be sent down. I don't care, because you could probably get somebody from Lehigh Valley to come up here right now and play just as good as he's playing. To lose this game to the Rangers today, I don't know about you, but I had no faith that he was going to stop anything in the shootout. When it came to the shootout, I said they lost this game. And again, it has been really, really nerve-wracking with him in net today. It was bad. He was just bad. And I'm sorry, but, this should have been a damn Vladar game. I'm sorry. He is just – you got to ride Vladar. You really do. Like, if Harrison right now, if you're going to keep him on this main roster, he's got to be a once-a-week starter. That's it. That is it. I mean, to see what they did today, what he did today, I'm not really saying so much the Flyers. I mean, they put up 4 goals. They put up 4 goals. You put up 4 goals, you're supposed to win the game. And, again, this guy couldn't stop a friggin' he wouldn't be able to stop a Frisbee from being scored on him, let alone a puck. I mean, he was just horrible. I mean, I have no faith in Sam Erickson anymore. And he had a 12-4 record going into a shootout. He's normally very, very good in a shootout. He could not. I had no faith he was going to stop the Rangers. None. So, again, I'm your host, Mike Laro. This is Clear the Ice. I am filling in for Matty B. Matty B had a he had an engagement that he had to get. So you will be seeing my face on this network, because not only am I doing this Flyers postgame, I will be back later for the postgame, the Birds Flyby, Eagles and Commanders. So I will be seeing you guys later on as well, and as well as tomorrow morning to kick your Sunday off. So I don't know why it is. I'm going to get to some of your comments right now. Adam C's checking in. He says, why did they start Ergen again today? I don't know. I do not know. Hopefully somebody asks Rick Tocchet that. Joe Hale checking in, saying a horrible loss. Adam says Harrison goes down way too early and they shoot right over top of him. They were shooting on top of him, around him. He said the new guy played good. Yeah, we're going to get into that as well. Denver Barkley, I thought, had a really, really strong game for the Flyers today, as he played very well for the Flyers in his debut. He said, why didn't they start Vladar today? I don't know. I don't know why they didn't start him. But with that being said, we are going to move over to the we're going to move it over here to basically we're going to go to the box score right here. Actually, we're going to start it off in the first period. The only goal of the period would come at 19:24, and it would be Panarin from Zibanejad, giving the Rangers a 1-0 lead, and that would stay really until early second period, when Travis Sanheim with the assist from Denver Barkley and Matvei Michkov at the 6:42 mark would tie it up at 1-1, and then literally 25 seconds later, Owen Tippett from Barkley again and Cam York giving the Flyers a 2-1 lead at the 7:05 mark. And then roughly 3 minutes after that, the Flyers would go up by 2 as Trevor Zegras would score with Drysdale and Cates getting they would get the helpers on that goal, giving the Flyers a 3-1 lead at the 10:18 mark of the second period. About 2 minutes after that, Panarin, again unassisted for his second goal of the game, would cut the Flyers lead to 3-2 at the 12:23 mark. And then to finish out the second period, the Flyers would Rodrigo Abols would literally on a shorthanded goal, which was a good pass from Travis Sanheim, as he would kind of redirect off his skate and go into the net at the 14:36 mark, giving him the goal. And that's how the second period would end, with the Flyers with a 4-2 lead. Coming up, these two goals starting the third period, literally at the 9:13 mark of the third period. Vincent Trocheck from Miller and Perreault would cut the lead to 4-3 on a backhanded shot. This should have been stopped. I'm sorry. It should have been stopped. And again, you're looking at this game. This game falls on Sam Ersson from top to bottom. The Flyers should have won this game 4-1. They should have won 4-1. I'm sorry. The second Panarin goal was just way far out of the net. I mean, he took it from the faceoff circle and beat him. To me, again, Zibanejad's power play goal with 17:26 left to go in the third period would tie the game at 4, and then Panarin would have the game-winning goal as Panarin and Trocheck would both score in the shootout, where Zegras didn't score and neither did Travis Konecny. He just missed the net totally, and that's how it would end up there in there. So, to me, watching this game today, again, this clearly, and I mean clearly, falls on Sam Ersson. This game falls on Sam Ersson. He was horrible in this game. That goal by Panarin, the second goal, the unassisted one, where he took a slap shot from the right circle. Literally, he was right next to the right circle and scores. And there was no screen, no nothing. You got to stop that puck. Like, you see it coming at you. You got to stop it. Now, the Flyers do get a point out of this, but again, it's not. This is a division loss now. This is where you got to start beating some of these teams. And so, Guido checking in says trade Konecny for a good return. That may happen. That may happen. You may have to trade Travis Konecny to get a good, decent return. He says, too easy to blame Ersson. No, it's not. No, it is not. I'm sorry. This game should have been a 4-1 Flyers victory. We should be talking about a 4-1 Flyers victory today. No, we're not going to do that. We're not going to give Ersson the benefit of the doubt on this one. You are an NHL goaltender. You should, if there is nobody in front of you and this guy takes a shot literally from the face-off circle, you have to stop that puck. Sorry, not sorry. Also, in the shootout, okay, Trocheck's goal. Again, bad angle. You're one-on-one. There's no reason in the world to get beat like that. No. Okay, Panarin's that was Panarin's goal. I'm going to talk about the where was this? Was it the Trocheck one? There you go, right there. The Trocheck goal on the backhand, that should have been stopped. Okay, and even the Zibanejad goal where they tied the game up, that was a stop goal. Come on, man. No. No. I'm sorry. I'm not going to. If you are a goaltender in the NHL and all you have to face is a guy in front off to your side and there is nobody blocking your view, you better stop that puck. There's no reason for him to give up a goal that far out. No. Unacceptable. Unacceptable in this game. 3 of these goals. I mean, really, the first goal of the game was really good. It really was. The first goal of the game was really good. The second goal of the game was not good. Okay? Trocheck's goal, the backhander, if you want to give him that, that's fine. You can say that one. But did Zibanejad goal? No. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I mean, dude, give me a break with this, with Sam Ersson. And he did it the other night, too. This dude is averaging giving up 4 goals a game. 4 or more goals a game. You can't have that. You cannot have that. You cannot expect your offense to have to go out and score 6 goals for you to win a hockey game in the National Hockey League. No. He's got to do better. And he hasn't done better. He was not good Thursday night. He was not good this afternoon. So, yeah, kind of missed me with that. They would say it's too easy to blame Everson. It is not real easy to blame Everson. It is easy to blame Everson in this loss because this loss falls on Everson. I mean, God forbid, how many shots did the Flyers have to block in this game? You know, they blocked so many in this game. Well, I'm going to give you the 3 stars of the game. The third star of the game is Travis Sanheim, goal and assist. He got the number 3 star. Number 2 is Michael Zibanejad, or Mika Zibanejad, 1 goal and 1 assist as well. And, of course, Panarin, your number 1 star, 2 goals in this game. You know, for me, you know, I'm at the point where I'm at the point with this team, you know, especially, you know, I'm at the point with these guys that I can't anymore, man. I can't, not with him, not with Erison. Erison is just bad. You know, he is just bad. And that is it. That's the only way I can put it. He's just that bad. So it's been something that has been festering with me with him. I just can't watch him in the games anymore, man. I really, really can't. I cannot meet him at all. You know, watching this, it's just been really, really, like, you get frustrated watching these guys. Now, will they bring up Peretz or Bjornsson? I don't know. But if you're going to bring somebody up, bring them up. I mean, I would bring up either one. I would, you know, I think Bjornsson's probably 3 years away from coming up, but, you know, give him a taste. It can't hurt. You know? Let me get back to some of these comments. There you go. He said, who will they bring up from the Phantoms? I just said it, Adam. It would be Peretz, the goaltender, or Bjornsson. They can give either one. Guido saying the 4th goal. Agree with you. Look at goals 2, 3, and 4. 2, 3, and 4. You can really kind of, you go back and watch that 2nd goal that Panarin scores, and there's no way in hell he should let that in. No way in hell. I mean, you got to. I can almost guarantee you can get an emergency goaltender who hadn't had any time in that game. Put him in, and he makes that save. There's no way. No way. He says Erison doesn't look locked in mentally when he plays. I don't know. You know, I don't know. He said, anyway, the Flyers are much too small. They're always on their butts. Yeah, they kind of got knocked around a little bit today, but you know what? They also did some knocking around too. I mean, Delorier did drop the gloves and beat the hell out of whoever it was he fought. I couldn't see the guy's name that he fought, but he beat the hell out of him. He goes, I can't watch games with Erison starting. Yeah, it's starting to get that way for me too, Adam. It really is. But just watching this game, it's just been, ugh. If you want to see what I'm talking about, guys, I will be more than happy. Let me see if I can bring this up for you here. There we go. Let's go to it. Here is your Panarin goal.
Waiting to stick you up when you leave the ATM. They're doing it without.
My bad. This is they do a little thing here first. But let me kind of remove that until he's done talking, and then we'll get on to it. But I will show you this goal. There's no way in hell he should be not chastised for this. You know, there's no way. Let me bring it up here. All right, here we go.
This period ends.
The turning point was really that hit by Andre on Lava. No penalty called on the play against Philadelphia. Panarin shoots. He scores!
There you go. Look where he took that shot from. Look where he took that shot from. There's no way in hell you take a shot from there and ring it off the damn post. And he had clear vision. He had clear vision. There's no way. There's no way. I had to bring this up and show you guys this goal because to me it made no sense. It made literally no sense that he could not stop that. You could take a goaltender that is your emergency goaltender that was sitting back up in the suite all game long, come down, put him in, and he would make that save. That was just, he has been bad. And he's been this bad for a while now. He has been this bad for a while. And the Flyers have to do something. So if it's Peretz or Bjornsson, bring them up. What worse could they possibly do than what Ericsson's doing right now? I really don't know, man. All right, let me take you around the NHL right now. Literally just ended in Washington as the it just ended in Washington as the Red Wings beat the Capitals 5-2. It was the Rangers 5, the Flyers 4. In the first period, with about 2 minutes left to go, just under 3 minutes, it is the Wild 2, the Oilers 1, and the Senators have a 1-0 lead over the Blackhawks. So there are your scores. Let me take a look here. These are the only games. Oh, okay. I was about to say. Starting in roughly about an hour and 15 minutes, you got the Islanders visiting the Sabres. 6 o'clock, the Blues travel to Florida to take on the Panthers. 7 o'clock tonight in Nashville, you have the Predators hosting the Maple Leafs. A big one. Division leaders down in Tampa also at 7 o'clock tonight as the Hurricanes visit the Lightning. The Canucks are continuing their East Coast swing as they go to Boston to handle the Bruins. The Penguins are in Montreal to take on the Canadiens. The Ducks host the Blue Jackets tonight. The Flames host the Golden Knights, and the Kraken travel to San Jose to take on the Sharks. He says Perrin is an elite player, perfect shot, but maybe Eriksson a little bit too deep in his net. Again, Eriksson's got to make that shot. Yes, Panarin's all world. I'm not going to discredit his shot by any means. That's a save he's got to make. That's a save he's got to make, plain and simple. And he's been giving up too many of these. Just look at the game the other night. He did the same thing. The Flyers had a 4-2 lead, literally with 10 minutes left to go in this game. And he gave up 2 goals in under 10 minutes. The defense was not bad around him. He's got to come up and make saves. It's plain and simple. Sam Ersson has not been the guy making saves this year. He just hasn't been. So the Flyers fall in a shootout up there. They do get a point out of it. So their standings right now, if you're taking a look at it, the Flyers literally are tied for third with the Devils and Islanders with 41 points. The Rangers, ironically, are out of the basement. They are right behind the Flyers with 40 points. So as you take a look at it right now, man, there's a lot of 40 points here. Hurricanes and I'm sorry, I said division leaders. Wow, the Lightning have really kind of fallen off a little bit. The Lightning and Hurricanes, the division leaders, believe it or not, are the Red Wings right now and the Hurricanes. Hurricanes with 47 points, Red Wings with 43. But the Lightning have 39 points right now. So if you're looking at it right now, the Flyers with this, they have 41 points, but they are literally they're 3 games in the win column behind the Devils. They are 2 behind the Islanders right now, and they are here, which is really weird. But they are. So this is where they stand right now. Are they still probably one of the? I don't know. You'd have to go and check the NHL. You'd have to check the NHL.com. I'll check their playoff bracket just to see, just for S's and giggles here. But let's see the standings. if you want to look at it. Eastern Conference, right now, the Flyers would be the third playoff seed right now. They would be your third playoff seed in there. You would have your actually, no, the Flyers are number 3. They're number 3 in the Metropolitan Division. They are in third place. The Devils and the Islanders would be your 2 wildcard teams. You would have Detroit, Florida, and Montreal. You would have Carolina, Washington, and the Flyers. And then you would have the Devils and Islanders literally in there. But this Eastern Conference is just so I guess, compacted. So, all right. He said, just saw Vlad had an upper body injury. Flyers are calling up Kolosev. Or calling up a goalie as we speak. They called up Kolosev from the Phantoms. I give you man. He goes, I give you Emerson needs to be better, but the problems are bigger than that. They are not a great team. Well, they're in a rebuild, man. Like, again, people are expecting this Flyers team to be like worldly. Like, for me, my vision of this team before the season started was if they could get their ceiling is probably a 4th seed in the Eastern Conference. That's their ceiling, is a 4th seed. So I think they could be anywhere. Now, do I think they're as good as some of these other teams that have been playing underneath them? Yeah. Do I think they're as good as the Devils? I mean, I'm just going to look. I mean, Tampa, they're 1-1 against. I mean, if you're looking at some of these teams that are down here on the bottom, you know, I think they played Toronto once so far, so they have other games with them. You know, Pittsburgh, we're going to have to wait and see. You know, but if you look at it, Buffalo, Toronto, and Ottawa and Pittsburgh all have 33 games. Everybody else in our conference has played either 34 or 35. The Rangers have played 37 games right now. So, like, they have a 3-game hold on everybody else is 3 games behind, 2 to 3 games behind the Rangers, which is going to be something. So you're going to start seeing a lot more, games starting to catch up, I guess, as the season goes on. I did read you guys out the schedule. Man, there we go. No, I don't want that. There we go. All right. We're going to go tomorrow. Tomorrow. You have pretty good matchups tomorrow. Capitals and Red Wings. Capitals at Red Wings tomorrow. Avalanche at Wild. Oh, that should be a pretty good one. Senators at Bruins. Sabres at Devils. Canadians at Pittsburgh. So I guess Montreal and Pittsburgh are doing a home and home. And these New York Rangers actually travel to Nashville to take on the Predators. The Toronto Maple Leafs head to Dallas to take on the Stars, which, by the way, you've heard it. I've been saying it all year. Dallas will be the Western Conference representative in the Stanley Cup this year. I like that Dallas team. I think they're very good. Jets visit the Mammoth, and the Golden Knights play the Oilers. I think that should be pretty good as well. So there you have your schedule for tomorrow for that. So if they're calling up Kolosev from there, I don't like it. He says Danny Briere is going to have big decisions at the deadline to be made. Yeah, he does. But you also got to take back and look too. Like, you know, there's been rumors with the Flyers getting Steven Stamkos. I think that if they do make that move, it's like 5 years too late. If this would have been 2017 to 2018, somewhere like 8 to 10 years ago, I would have done that trade. And if you guys remember, I don't know if you guys do, when Stamkos initially became a free agent, the Flyers signed him to an offer sheet. It was like a 7-year, whatever, like high amount of money deal. Tampa Bay matched it. So, like, he was almost a Flyer, you know, probably 15 years ago, I guess. Yeah, 8 to 10 to 15 years ago. He was almost a Flyer. The Flyers did sign him to an offer sheet. It's just that Tampa matched it. So, would I mind them bringing him in? No, I wouldn't. At all. I thought they missed the boat really the last 2 off seasons with adding a guy that I think could help develop Mitchkov's game a little more and Tarasenko, and it wouldn't have cost you much. I thought they really kind of missed the boat on that. Again, we have to wait and see what they're going to do. And, but I think the Flyers are in good hands. 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 I think the F And I like what they're doing. And I do think they are a playoff team. Now, whether they finish in fourth or whether they finish in eighth, I think that their ceiling is fourth place, and they can finish anywhere from fourth to eighth. But I think the Flyers do get in the postseason this year. I feel strongly about springtime hockey at the Xfinity Mobile Arena. I do. And I hope it comes to fruition because that building has been deprived so long of playoff hockey. This fan base has been deprived of playoff hockey. They need to get a taste of it. So that's my opinions of it, but they do fall short today up there in he said Harrison wasn't good when Carson Hart was here. Carter Hart was here. He was okay. But I feel like he was used better then because he was a complimentary piece to Carter Hart. Harrison, to his defense, he kind of got thrown in, with the whole Carter Hart situation. So, I don't blame him for how it went about, but I do blame the Flyers for not going out and addressing the proper needs. Now, like I said, Bjornsson is probably your next best goaltender coming up through the system. And if you listen to Matty B, and I think I kind of agree with him, he's probably 2 to 3 years away before he can come up and make a difference. So they have to get somebody in the net right now to kind of hold that fort down until he gets here. So I would love to see them call a couple of these kids up. This is what you're going to get from Harrison, and if Harrison played today, I seriously doubt he's playing Monday against Vancouver. That'll probably be Kolosov, so he'll probably be playing there as well. Final from the Garden tonight, or this afternoon, Rangers 5, Flyers 4. They do get that most important point as they lose to the Rangers. They give up a 2-goal lead and lose to the Rangers. Tough one, but they get right back at it again on Monday. So I will see you then. I will be on the coverage on Monday. This is the scheduling. That's right. You will have me on Monday. And then on Tuesday, Matty B will be there. He will be covering you when they take on Connor Bedard and those Chicago Blackhawks. This is our schedule right now as you see it. We are doing the Flyers-Rangers post-game. I will be back a little later on for the Birds Flyby. That's right. The Birds Flyby right after the final whistle in Washington. I will be back here. So roughly between 8 and 8:30, I should be back here as the NFL gets ready to have their big Saturday doubleheader today with Birds and Commanders, game 1, Packers at Bears for game 2. So, hey, it looks like it's going to be a good one there. I got one more thing here. Adam Cease checking in, says, great show, Mike. Go Birds. Thank you. Thank you for everybody who commented. Guido and Adam and Joe Hale. Thank you guys for commenting and popping in here today for this. But as I say, we get ready now. One Philly team suffers an L today. Let's see what happens to the other one. I will be back in a little while with a breakdown of Birds and Commanders. I will see you guys. Oh, I got one more comment. Yingor says, nobody wants to shoot. Yes, definitely. I'm going to touch on this real quick. Those 2 power plays in overtime, that first power play was god-awful. That was such Flyers of years past, around the horn, around the horn, around the horn, around the horn. God forbid, does anybody want to get in front of the net and screen the goaltender? You have Cam York back there who can shoot. You got Zegras back there who can shoot. For the love of Pete's sake, man, somebody get in front of the net. Yinger, thank you for bringing that. But, all right, guys, I'm going to get out of here as it's almost an hour away from kickoff. We got to go and get ourselves ready for Eagles Commanders. I will be back with the pregame from Eagles Commanders as soon as that final whistle goes. I will see you guys later on. You guys have a great rest of your day, and go Flyers, go Birds.